Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. We got an Atomic Redster Q7 for you today. Really fun front side ski at 75 millimeters underfoot. Kind of what we found to be the sweet spot for a dedicated frontside ski here in Vermont where we are, because we get kind of changing conditions throughout the day, whether a groomer gets chopped up in the morning or it starts out a little bit softer. It's nice to have a little bit more surface area underfoot versus going kind of full race mode, 68 millimeters underfoot or something like that. Just moving up to a 75 gives you a little bit more of a platform to stand on and just more surface area for dealing with slightly softer conditions. So you don't dig in quite as much. You can still kind of stay on top and ride the surface. But we found that 75, 76 is a really good place to be for most of the frontside skiing that we do here in Vermont. And I'd imagine that kind of carries through to a lot of different places as well, especially with kind of changing conditions throughout the day. But this Q7 is that 75 millimeter underfoot version, same footprint as the Q9, slightly different build. And then we have the Q7.8 as well, which is kind of 10 millimeters wider in all aspects versus this Q7. And that's definitely more in that wide front side carver, even bordering on all mountain. But this thing is definitely more in that on-piste specific level and really kind of harnesses into more of that intermediate through expert range, whereas the Q9 is kind of that advanced expert former racer style. This thing is just a little bit more reactive, gives you a little bit more help in terms of providing the energy, mainly through their use of carbon. But we are built with their power wood core. That is a blend of poplar and ash. We see a lot of ash used in their race room skis. And Atomic has a very strong racing program, so it's nice to see that they are filtering down some of that technology and those engineering properties and principles into more of a recreational frontside carver like this Q7. So pretty cool stuff there. That ash does a great job at providing power and energy to the ski. We get a full sheet of Titanal in this thing as well for dampness, as well as strength. And then their RevoShock system up front here. This is a carbon RevoShock plate, and that is providing energy as well as reducing unwanted vibrations. And normally we don't think of carbon as being a vibration reductive material, but since these plates are mounted in an elastomer material, it does silence the ski quite a bit. And then because they're carbon, they give you a little bit of help. So versus the steel plates in the Q9, the carbon plates in this Q7 are a little bit more energy kind of delivering versus damping. So you do get some nice pep out of the carbon plates in the forebody of the ski. And just a wonderful overall option for frontside skiing with a really high-end build, very race inspired. In this 176 here, we're looking at a 14.2 meter turn radius. So right around that 15 meter mark where we kind of say this is, just on the short side of mid radius. It does like to be in a purely carved turn, in a linked carving turn format. There's not a lot of room for kind of breaking free from the turn and getting into more skidded turns. It does like to be engaged. And a lot of that is seen with this profile, which is very race inspired. So no rocker in this ski. We do get full camber here, and no rocker, no taper. This thing is meant to be accessed into the snow purely, quickly, and precisely. Each and every movement that you put into the forebody of the ski, it's going to hook right in and deliver long, effective edge smoothness to this tail, which is very square and very angular and very race inspired. Just the slightest bit of taper there at the end allows it to be slightly more recreational in nature, but certainly prefers to be engaged in a carved turn from tip to tail. As a result, that kind of intermediate skier needs to be aware of that and kind of agree to that part of the deal that this ski does want to be involved in the carved turn. It doesn't want to be broken free, skidded, or used in lower edge angles. It does prefer higher edge angles and just has a high performance ceiling. So an intermediate skier can use it because it is lighter and more agile than some other skis in the 75 millimeter front side range, but it does have that shape and profile that is very much race-like and really kind of fits into that pure front side carving format. So make sure you check out this Atomic Redster Q7 here at skiessentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.